are on our second day of filming at the National Poetry Slam here in Denver. Wait on the Road, the Denver Art Museum, with an amazing poet. This is probably one of the funniest poets that I know, hands down, and his beard game is so strong. I'm trying to get like him. This is Stephen Meads in the building. I have a really cool poet, slowly becoming one of my favorite poets ever. She hails from the San Diego area. Also, her team beasted last night in their prelim competition, took first place, and Chrissy read a poem in that bout, which I'm gonna talk to her in a minute. But yeah, this is Chrissy Croft, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everybody.
We're gonna give museum claps because we're in a museum.
Yes.
Really grateful to have started in the Bay Area. The Bay Area was an incredibly gifted scene, and is very competitive, but not in a mean way, which I thoroughly appreciated. There's so many different slams and they're so close together, and every single slam is trying to mark out an identity, and at the same time you have poets going to all of the different readings. So it's you can't do the work that you want to do in Berkeley and Oakland, or you can't do that in San Francisco, but everybody's still trying to take that same work and figure out how to fit it to the room.
The San Diego Slam team, you're a rookie.
Yeah.
It's your first year at Nationals. You guys won last night. You did a solo poem to contribute to that. First of all, what was that experience last night in winning that bout?
Yeah, it was so much. I was so nervous, really up to it. I didn't know if I'd get called on stage in an indie. I didn't really expect to, even at all of Nats. I wasn't really sure if I would. I'm getting to show that piece, and it's a piece about struggling with being a fat person and struggling with my body image and coming through that. So it's so cool to share that at Nats and to feel like I really pushed through that barrier that made me really afraid to be here. And I feel so welcome and encouraged. And I did really well, and I feel like I have a place on my team now. And I really feel like, I don't know, I feel like it just really set the tone for the rest of the tournament,
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Every single person takes a different path in it. Obviously, there's no two paths that are mirrors of each other. Some people come out right away, their first poem, they're like wizards. They get all of the mechanics, they get what works, they get what doesn't work, they get the audience on their side, they get these great responses. Some people come out and it's like pulling teeth. My first poems in the adult scene, I did very badly. And it took me a long time of just going every week to improve and to be able to stand on stages and connect with audiences. I didn't know what worked and I didn't know what didn't work. I made mistakes. The nice thing about Slam, especially I think as a national community, is that they provide a space for people to learn and grow.
Right.
So if it seems intimidating at the outset, and it definitely can, and it seems like people know each other, I would argue that the vast majority of poets are never trying to be exclusive. And that my goals as a scene community member and organizer currently and always, but definitely in Portland, is to be as embracing and open and inviting as I can. And to recognize if I do exclude somebody, I always try to recognize that and learn from that experience and see what I can do better next time.
I think it's just really cool to have a space where I'm welcomed in that way and where people want to learn and grow in that way. And I think that's the coolest thing about the poetry community is that you can talk about those things and wrestle with those things and learn about those things. And obviously I don't know everything about queer people, so it's cool to be somewhere with so many different identities together.
Right.
But yeah, and the San Diego team is so cool because we have a couple really, really good queer poets. And it's cool to kind of be joining that and kind of being mentored by them and learning more about how to put my identity into pieces in ways that are subtle and also more, out there.
Off, ladies and gentlemen, Saint, and that's how we do. Denver.
Awesome.
That's how we get it. Representing Portland and Beard Game. Beard Game, super strong. I'm saying I'm Little Beard. This is Big Beard. That's how we get down. NPS Denver. Let's get it.